the title, man, we discussing the importance of confidence today, man. Before I get into this spiel and all that, I'm gonna just say it flat out, bro. Confidence is single-handedly one of the most important things to have if you want to be whatever you want to be in life. If you want to get whatever you want to get in life, if you want to be successful to a certain level financially, it's like you need to have confidence, bro. Yo, shout out to the War Paint Warlord. You need to have confidence. It's single-handedly the most important things that's literally gonna carry you through life. And a lot of times, bro, listen, people kind of confuse confidence and arrogance. It's a difference, bro. It's a big difference. Now, I'm gonna break that down to you before I get into the main source. Now, confidence is a sense of knowing, bro. It's just a sense of knowing oneself. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's like everybody is themselves individually. I'm me, a warlord, war paint warlord is him. So that's where confidence starts, knowing oneself, one's potentials, abilities, interests, things that need to be worked on. This is where confidence starts. Now, arrogance is different. Like, arrogance is pretty much, look, man, let's say I'm a hoop star and I play, in a decent school or something like that, far away from the city, and everybody, they ain't seen an athlete like this because I'm not in the city, and they're like, yo, why? Yes, you like the coldest. You're Michael Jordan, bro. You're better than Kobe, bro. And as I'm hearing those compliments, it starts to get to my head, and I go home feeling like, yeah, man, I'm Michael Jordan, bro. Get out the way, bro. I'm Michael Jordan, bro. Get out the way, bro. I'm Kobe. I'm telling my mom, like, Mom, I'm Kobe. Now it starts to become arrogance because it's a sense of gloat, a sense of bragging. Because, bro, a lot of the times feedback, it doesn't need to go to your head. Compliments is nothing but feedback. It doesn't need to go to your head, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, let's say I go to work, bro. Funny thing, I used to work at Subway, bro. I make a good sandwich and you come back and you say, yo, why, yes, this sandwich is fire, dog. And I'm like, yeah, appreciate you, dog. Now, off that feedback compliment, I shouldn't walk around Subway feeling like I'm Gordon Ramsay. You feel what I'm saying? It's good to know, like, dang, okay, I got a receptive feedback because that's what a compliment really is, bro. Jacob, what's up? Randy, Jacob, Bose and Randy, Lord or Roman. That's what confident. That's what arrogance is. It's like somebody say, "Look, the sandwich, why is it so good?" And I walk around yelling at everybody like I'm Gordon Ramsay in the subway. You feel me? That's arrogance. Confidence is like, okay, cool. Dude said the sandwich was fire because I know I put in good work. I know I take my time delicately to make sandwiches. That's confidence. I know that, hey, if I'm making your sandwich, I want you to give good feedback that this is a good sandwich because my potential as a sandwich artist is on that level. That is confidence. You know what I mean? Yo, Nick's Drista, you know what I mean? So that is confidence. And everyone needs to have this if you want to get far in life, bro. A lot of people, they don't have confidence in self. So they spend a lot of time trying to be other people. They spend a lot of time imitating other people, but who are you really? That's why you're unconfident. Shout out to Dusika, Lord, and Magic Musala. You know what I mean? He said, let's learn about money laundering. That sounds like a federal topic that gonna land you behind bars, you heard? Money laundering is anything you're doing that the feds is watching and you're getting too much bread and they not getting taxed from. You're not giving them the tax, money laundering. They're gonna hit you with that. But confidence is very important, man. It's a lot of people out here that are unconfident, bro. And my whole life, bro, I always had a sense of knowing, bro. And I was big into sports, man. And a lot of the times, sports will really show you who you are. Like, playing basketball, I'm not gonna hold you. My high school team, I never balled on the high school team, bro. The coach literally had a meeting with me, gang. Do you know what it means for the coach to have a meeting with you and say, man, you're very athletic, you're talented, you're actually better than a lot of the kids on the team, but I ain't pick you. that'll kill your whole confidence. So I'm hooping with like some of the top hoopers in the state, bro. Like behind the scenes, open runs, overhead, head. I got dudes who like scenes picking me up late night workouts for 2, 3 a.m., 12 a.m. So I'm looking at the coach like, man, what's up with this guy? He bugging. Cause now he really try to kill my confidence, bro, in the sense of putting people on the team that I'm better than. So what is he trying to say? You know what I mean? But that boosted their confidence because when I was hooping, those dudes were like, yeah, you ain't make the team. You ain't on the team. Like anybody that knows what I'm talking about, they understand, bro. Like anybody that made a team on a high school level, bro, they felt like their confidence through the roof. Even it was people better than them that didn't make the team. Cause bro, I ain't gonna lie. In high school, there's a lot of people that's better than the people that play on the team that don't make the team, bro. Emmy, what's up? So when we would go to like when we would go to open runs, these dudes would kind of like try to play on that. Like I wasn't nice. But I'm not gonna lie to you. When I think about it now, I single-handedly was better than half the team except for like 4 people. And these 4 people, they were like 6'4". You know what I mean? Winter Monkey, what's up? They were like 6'4". Some of them been hooping forever since they came out the womb. You know what I mean? I was better than at least everyone, bro. Like literally. And I understood now, like, dang, okay, that's why when we went to runs, it's like people don't want to give me the ball, like type vibe, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, when I go play with some of the other top prospects around the city, they like, yo, bro, you tough. Like, yo, you balling. Like, I remember I talked about an injury. I remember it was a run, bro. This dude who played college ball got mad at me. I'm at LA Fitness. You know what I mean? We hooping. It's an open run, bro. It's 5v5. I'm balling. I ain't gonna lie. I'm playing point guard. You know what I'm saying? PG, but I could score the ball. Like for the longest, I never had the best handles, bro. So I spent a lot of time working on my handles, bro. I'm talking about every day. I used to work on my handles, my left, my right. So my handles is just tight. Scoring the ball is nothing. I could shoot mid range. I could go to the basket. I could shoot three. I'm well rounded. So the game kickoff, it's a good game. They got some nice dudes on the other team. It's me. It's 3 of us. It's just one dude. He played college ball, bro, like 6'4". He picked me up. I'm running point. We dang near balling, bro. Ain't gonna hold you. It's tight game. We one up one, day up one. And I remember this one play. He come up to me. He like, bro, it's just me and you that's gonna have to win the game. You know what I mean? Because he really played college ball. He thirsty for this dub. So I'm like, I got you. So he like, yo, bro, right here, he don't got no dribbles. Take that, take that. So I ain't gonna lie, it was easy. So bro come up, I snatched the ball from him. Boom. When I snatched the ball kind of like go to the side of me. You feel me? Because I poked it out. Bro, I'll go get the ball. Freaking linebacker, middle linebacker jump on my leg. Boom. I'm trying to get up, bro. I can't get up. Like, getting up hurts. So at this point, I tell bro, I'm like, bro, I can't play no more. He like, bro, come on, bro. Really? You acting hurt, bro? This we gotta win this game. I need you. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm done. I can't even move my leg, fam. He thought I was faking, but this the way the world worked, man. The next day, bro, I'm working at the mall because I work at the mall. Like, I see this man's and his girlfriend while I got a whole long knee brace on. He like, yo, so you really wasn't faking? We ended up losing that game because you ain't you ain't staying. And I'm like, man, this man has so much confidence in me to win the game. And it's like, you know, I got that confidence in myself, but it's good to see, but it still don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? It's just the feedback that, okay, bro, when you was playing on the team, you was doing good things to where I feel like you could have helped us get the W. That's feedback. Most people take compliments, bro, and they go to their mind. It changes who they are, and then it becomes, your confidence becomes arrogance, bro. Most people, they scared, bro. They scared to be confident. Like, you ask them something like, yo, you think you could play golf? They'll say like, I could never play golf. Why could you never play golf? Like for me, you ask me, yo, can I beat Tiger Woods? I'm like, yeah, I could beat Tiger Woods. Now, somebody who's unconfident, like, bro, you talking crazy. Why am I talking crazy? Because I have an inner belief that, look, if I really worked at this, I could do it. Why is that crazy? Should I say less of what I think I could do? Like, yeah, I can't do anything at all. I can't beat him. Of course, it's going to take time to beat Tiger Woods, but it's possible. People have beat Tiger Woods. So if somebody asks you that, the confidence inside is supposed to be like, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, you could do that. Because most people are not going to say that, bro. And when you walk around having that perspective of, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do this. People be like, oh, you think you all that. You know how many times I heard that? Like, you think you something special. Maybe I am something special. Why can't I be something special? Should I be something that's nothing, not all that? Should I be something that's could never be special? Shouldn't everyone in this world want to be something that's special, something that's something? Who wants to walk around and be nothing? What's up, Cedric Jones, Papito, RH, you know what I mean? And this is the mindset you need to have to be confident, but you have to do that knowing you. Because a lot of people, they don't want you to feel how I'm telling you to feel, bro. Like, yeah, you come ask me, like, yo, bro, you could be NASA? Yeah, bro, I can go to NASA, bro. All I gotta do is learn about the atmosphere, learn about the pressure within the chambers of the shuttle. You feel me? Like, people don't like that though, bro. They rather you like, dude, I could never, ever be with NASA, bro. Like, it's impossible, bro. I don't have the ability. That's how they want you to be, bro. Somebody come up to you and say, bro, can you do this? If you had the ability to learn whatever that is, what's stopping you from doing it? Yo, we have a simple name. What's up? You know what I mean? That's where confidence lies, bro. Most people, you ask them, can you do this? They talk down about themselves. They say they don't have nothing. So it's like, okay, they're speaking that into existence. If you ask me like, yo, bro, you think you could be a good bowler? I don't even go bowling, but I'm like, yeah, I could be a good bowler. Cause why would I say no? If I'm saying no, I'm automatically putting it in the air that I can't do this. This is something that don't have the ability or skills for. That's what you're doing. And that's how a lot of people live their life, you know what I mean? And confidence is very attractive, bro. At the end of the day, that's why some of you guys have certain mentors. That's why I got inspired by somebody else, because it's confidence. His confidence is he wears that like a suit, bro. You need that out here. Because if you don't have confidence, a lot of people are going to shoot you down. They don't want you flying like Delta. You know what I mean? They're going to shoot you down. Most people, bro, I'm going to say this. It's hard for them to be successful or get what they want because somebody took their confidence a long time ago. What do I mean? What do I mean by that? Somebody took your confidence. All of us in life, we've been made fun of. We've been dissed. We might have been bullied. Everyone has to have experienced that in life somehow, bro. Now, when you think of like some of the most successful people, the Jeff Bezos, the Elon Musk, these guys went through the same experience because a lot of people look to these people and like they admire them based on their success. You know what I mean? Emmy, what's up with you? What's up, Hashim? You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Like in sport, bro, you need confidence. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about sports too. I'm gonna get there. I got some good sports stories, but everybody looks to these guys, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, the Beyonce, the Shanti, and it's like, bro, you think none of these people growing up in school got bullied, got made fun of, got talked about? Someone was there to try to take their confidence, but they still had that confidence to push through to get to those levels. You get what I'm saying? Winter Monkey, what's up? Respect to you. But do you get what I'm saying though? It's like it's impossible for them to not go through that in life, yet they were still successful. So you being somebody you are, you might let somebody take your confidence because they used to join you back in middle school. Or somebody in your family talks about you and says you will never be anything. And speaking of family, bro, growing up, most of my confidence was trying to get to, some of them try to take that in the household. I had somebody that was on my back, like a monkey on my back, trying to beat me down, boy, to where I could go out and I feel nothing about myself. But when I went out, it was the opposite, bro. I felt like him. I felt like the person that made a difference, someone that was a factor. This is what my household vibe was trying to take away. Some of you guys is the same. Somebody talking down on you in the house. Are you gonna let them put that perspective on you? Because you gotta understand, most people that talk down on others, they're not happy. They have low self-esteem. So the only thing they could produce is something that they're feeling. Does that make sense? Now, let's say I'm somebody, I'm not depressed, I'm happy, gang, but this is a figure of speech. I have low self-esteem and I see somebody who's confident. You think I'm gonna produce anything confident? No, the only thing I'm gonna produce is what I'm feeling. Low self-esteem actions. So when I talk to this person, I'm gonna produce low self-esteem, low self-esteem, low self-esteem. Because the whole goal of me feeling like a low self-esteem individual is to get this person on that level. Because I realize they have a bigger level of confidence. Somebody who's very happy, bro, they not they don't have time to produce no low self-esteem stuff. They're gonna motivate you. They're gonna push you. They're gonna encourage you. They're gonna want you to feel like, yo, I'm something. Cause everybody's something in life. But a lot of people be like, I'm nothing at all. Like, I'm a total loser. Bro, I'm not a loser. I'm a winner. What you say is what you are. You know what I mean? How you think is, how you think is how you feel, really. You feel me? So think confidently. Stop thinking you not really nothing in life. Playing sports, bro. Sports teaches you a lot about confidence, bro. It's been so many times we were down a lot of points, bro. And I literally tapped into like a different potential within myself to come back, bro. This is a fact. You know what I mean? Like one of my homies, his name was Vaughn. Like, I call him D, but I hooped with him forever. And Vaughn was a bully. Vaughn was a real bully. Like me and Vaughn played like a series of maybe 101v1s, bro. His whole goal was to try to dominate you. And it's like, I understood that about him. Because I watched them bully other people on the court and take away their confidence. I'm talking trash talking. I'm talking about playing overly physical. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, bro, backing you down like he trying to just ram through your chest. You feel me? And that'll make dudes not want to guard up on him. So I'm looking like, nah, this man's different. So every time we play, me and Vaughn play, I dominated Vaughn, bro. Because I had to establish that level of confidence because I knew how he was. And a lot of the times, I would say he seen me at different levels of play. Because I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. When I'm playing somebody who's not as good at basketball, bro, I'm an understanding person to where it's like I'm not trying to really dominate this person unless they're talking trash. You feel what I'm saying? It just dominating them on that level doesn't make sense. It's not needed, especially if I can win the game on 60. Why do I need to go 100? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Emmy, Hashim. Yeah, so it's like, why do I need to go 100 if I'm playing somebody who's not as skilled or as that's like Kyrie really going 100 versus a sixth grader that is camp. You feel me? It doesn't make sense. He's gonna play around a little bit. So that's how I used to play. That's how I would match my level of competition. I match the level of competition. But Vaughn has literally seen me, bro, take that style of play to the next level to where we was at LA Fitness one time. We was playing, and I ain't gonna lie, I was lethargic. I was playing around. I ain't really care. The game had just started, but that's not like me. And he was on the sideline checking in for the next game because we was running 5. It's like you got a sign up sheet. So he talking to someone, and they like, man, YS playing kind of sweet. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like when they say I'm playing sweet, it's like I ain't playing like me. So he like, I had came down, and I remember I had went for the rebound. It was a rebound for us to push down the other court, bro. And the rebound is like just the way I went up for the rebound was like I wanted the ball. You know what I mean? It was like someone like, give me the ball. So I went for the rebound, snatched that jump, boom. And then it was like a certain level of dribbling that just was different. And he was like, now he's playing for real. You know what I mean? Because he had seen me literally play a lot of basketball. I used to hoop with his dad when I was younger. Like I'm talking a ninth grader all the way to like 20s. So he understands, but it's like even in sports, speaking of sports, there was a lot of athletes that I would see literally fold, bro. When I say fold, now your confidence is important. I'm telling you, it's every level. If you're an athlete, you might be the best athlete at your school, right? Check it out. Or in your county, or in wherever you live, right? But there's a lot of good athletes, bro. Some better than you, some just as good, if not way better. Now, a lot of people who have this confidence, and I told you, they receive good feedback from their play or performance, it messes up their head because they get arrogant. A lot of these dudes, bro, you might have a dude who plays in one county. Now they gotta play a school that has another hooper who's ranked, who's just as good, and they don't perform. They show up and they don't perform. Why? Because they show up and they get scared. They get scared because now they have doubts. They've literally got hyped off of all the feedback, which are Jordan, people are telling you that at your school, so you're eating it up, eating it up. Now you gotta play this man's right here, Hakeem from this county, but Hakeem is a stud. So when you see Hakeem, you have literally fed up the feedback, ate off the feedback from the compliments to your head. Now you don't even know who you really are because all the feedback has confused you, it's juiced you up. Now when you play Hakeem, you don't have the confidence to match his level of play. Bro, it happens all the time, bro. It happens all the time, bro. I've seen it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it happened to me a couple times, but I had the chance to get a rematch. There was this Mexican dude. This Mexican dude was nice. He played like Jose Alvarado. I ain't really know who Jose Alvarado was at the time, but he played just like him, bro. Like a real PG. But he was difficult to guard. Now I got good defense naturally, bro. I could be physical. You know what I'm saying? But this guy was fast. You feel me? But the problem with him was, I ain't gonna lie, he could shoot, he could do a floater, he could shoot a three. He was versatile, bro. When you play athletes like that, it's the toughest. So my homie Vaughn, he talking me up. Like, cause he went to school with these guys. He went to different high school with these guys. I ain't go to high school with them. So these dudes come with day 5 already. So me and Vaughn go to the gym and pick up 3. He like, man, me and my boy, why, yes, we gonna wash y'all, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna wash y'all. I'm talking about sports, Emmy, how confidence relates to sports. And when we get there, Von's talking me up, but I'm not really eating off that shit. You know what I'm saying? He like, why, yes, you guard, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was always guarding like one of the best people, bro. Like, that's just what I like to do. It makes the game fun. He's getting buckets. I'm getting buckets on him. This is what it's about. You know what I mean? So I'm on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He had his girl right there with him. He brought his girl all 2 days because we went back to back 2 days. Bro, the first game, he cooked me. When I say he cooked me, he was cooking me, bro. Bro hitting floaters, coming down, tween, step back. And it's not like I'm getting sauce bad, but it's like my man's is dropping numbers. They win the first game. I'm like, man, what the heck? Now I could have been like, oh my God, he's really good. Or like, oh my God, like, but that pissed me off. That literally pissed me off. Like, that's the era of basketball I grew up in. Like, somebody's cooking you, you get upset. Now you gotta go crazy. Second game, we won. But I ain't go as crazy as I won. But I went home that night because they left after the second game. They had to leave. The gym was closing. So we came back the next day. But I was up at night thinking like, never again can I let this man cook me ever again. I don't want him to win at all. You know what I'm saying? Hashim, you know the feeling. Like, I don't want bro to ever even have that type of game. Next day we go back. D call him up again. They pull up. Different. I'm different, bro. I'm shutting him down. Like, no dribbling space. You feel me? What? Going to the basket, overly physical, body on, bro. Missing everything. This in front of the shorty. Because he bust me the first game in front of his shorty. Now I'm going to thrash him in front of his shorty. I'm blocking shot. I'm tray ball, step back, behind the back, left. Crazy. because it had put me in a certain level of like, nah, ain't no way that I could say I'm this good and I let someone else that's just as nice come and show me that I'm not what I am. Do you feel what I'm saying? Any athlete that's anybody played here and that's been on that level of compete understands what I'm saying. There's no way that as a person I could say that I could feel I'm this good. You feel me? And someone else can come and show me I'm not that good, bro. Anybody that understands what I'm saying understands this level of this feeling right here. You feel me? You get what you get heated. Exactly, Hashim, because you're like, nah, bro. And this is true confidence. Another person that breaks him, that would break him. That happened to Ronda Rousey, bro. Ronda Rousey, she was one of the best fighters for females. She knocking everybody out, going dumb. She got knocked out one time. It was never the same. Do you get what I'm saying? In the zone and defense, it's hard to be on point. Yeah, you got to be locked in on all angles, bro, because imagine you're getting cooked offensively, your defense not working. That might affect your offense because you thinking about the fact you just got cooked. So you come down, you might not want to get busy, but if you're confident and you have the feeling, I'm telling you, you're going to get PO. You're going to get, what? Bro, just did that to me. Let me get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the rock. Thirsty. Hashim, you understand what I'm saying, bro. Like, I need that get back instant, you know? So it just, confidence is important even if you're competing, bro. A lot of the times, people who are unconfident, they can't even compete with you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about how confidence relates to life, how confidence is an important key to have if you want to be successful in life financially, if you want to get what you want, if you just want to get somewhere, bro, you have to be confident. A lot of the times, people let people take their confidence, whether it be in jokes. Somebody might have talked about you in 8th grade and said, you can't sing. And maybe you want to really be a singer. And now you 20 something, and then you just think about that comment from 8th grade. That Brandon said I couldn't sing. Who is Brandon? Brandon might be saying that because Brandon can't sing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. I have a lot of people that come on and they get mad at the glasses and they're like, oh, your glasses are fraud, fake glasses. And there was only one guy, bro, that was able to get on here and admit why he said that. And I was like, man, why you say that, bro? You must really want these glasses. And he was like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I always wanted a pair of Cartiers. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. Let's go. Summer golf. You on the grind. I'm on the grind. I'm less than 15 years old and have over 2K subs. Summer golf. You understand. You're confident. You understand the potential you have. You understand your reach. You understand, look, what I'm doing at this age is far-fetched than guys at your age. You know what I'm saying? So that is the confidence that's gonna carry you through. You know that, yo, me working at this pace is not normal for a 15-year-old. 15-year-olds ain't even on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? He said players in the NBA playoffs, OKC were too confident and they were balling hard. You see how them dudes were playing? They were playing shy. Gilgeous Alexander was playing like he ain't had nothing left to live for. It was his last game. Yo, Antoine, much love to Sweden, man. Shout out to Sweden. You know what I'm saying? Even NBA players. One of my favorite NBA players was Kobe Bryant, bro. And a lot of people that didn't grow up in the era of Kobe Bryant would not understand Kobe Bryant. Now everybody talks like they love Kobe Bryant. Bro, Kobe Bryant was one of the most hated players in the NBA, bro. In the NBA. You know what they used to say? He was cocky. They would say Kobe was cocky. Now you hear when he's not here no longer, they talk about Mamba mentality. You gotta have that Mamba mentality. Mamba mentality. But bro, a lot of the NBA did not like Kobe Bryant, bro. A lot of them. Because I'm gonna be honest, Kobe was overly confident to the point where he knew his potential on the court. And Someone who's a hard worker, who's putting in the time, whose confidence translates from working hard, being in the gym, bro, they're not gonna take it easy on someone who's not like that, bro. Do you understand? Like, for instance, I mentored a lot of people based on the fact that they liked my confidence and who I was. So when they came around, it's like I put them under the burner. Under the burner, mean I'm correcting you. Like, look, you can't be doing that, bro. That's not it. You gotta do this. You gotta tweak this. And a lot of the time, it's too much pressure for those people because they're not on that level of confidence. So it makes the person that's mentoring, helping them look bad and make them look like a monster. Because imagine you play on a team with Kobe Bryant, the star player who's here early in the morning, leaving late nights, and you're not working as hard. You think this guy is gonna hold your hand and rock you like a baby to lead you? Nah, he gotta put fire under your butt. No diddy. Put you under the burner. That's what I get. Put you under the burner real quick. When you touch the burner, it's like it's hot. Cause it's like, okay, that's gonna get you going. You feel what I'm saying? That's gonna get you going. Sometimes somebody has to come and like harass you a little bit to motivate you. It might not be the easiest, most subtle way, but a lot of the people in the NBA hated Kobe Bryant because he didn't want to relate to him. He had more confidence. He believed in himself. He thought he was the best. He showed that he was the best on the court. He wanted to guard the best. At the end of the day, when the game was on the line, he showed that many times he would take that shot. He would make that shot. It don't matter if he makes it or misses it. Most of the time, he's making it, bro. And this is the thing that showed, like, and I remember, bro, Kobe has hit a lot of game winners, but Kobe first game winner, he airballed. He airballed. And this was when he was a rookie. Now, imagine you a rookie, you play for the Los Angeles Lakers. This is a dynasty, you feel me? This is a dynasty that's held great players. It's crunch time. It's like a certain amount of seconds on the clock. You not supposed to take the last shot. You the rookie. They said Kobe wasn't really even supposed to take the last shot. You know what I mean? But he told the coach, he said, look, you give me a chance. I'm going to take this shot. But it wasn't meant for Kobe, really. But Kobe took the shot and he airballed. And he airballed the game-winning shot. Imagine you airballing the game-winning shot. But in the interview, Shaq told the story. He said, just for even him to be a rookie and want to take that shot said a lot because that's a lot of pressure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they don't want to take that shot because they think they might miss. You feel me? They think they're not confident enough for the repercussions of missing the shot. You know what I mean? They not even thinking about the make. Somebody who's overly confident, the only thing they're thinking about is hitting that shot. That's it. Kobe was just thinking about hitting that shot. He airballed. But it's the confidence that matters to take the shot. Because 9 times out of 10 in life, if you don't take certain shots, you're not making them. You feel me? On a metaphorically side, if you don't take certain shots, you don't know if it's going in. You didn't take the shot. You know, this is a story of a content creator. I was about 100 subs getting on their views, but I had one video that got 1K, then I started blowing up. And you got confident, exactly. But in order for you to keep going, you had to be confident that you will make it. It was already inside. The work that you put in produced results. So you can't be sitting at home, you want something, but you're not confident enough to put the work in. No results comes, bro. Anybody that wants something in life, you have to have the confidence to go after it, to chase after it. Like, speaking of YouTube content, like, bro, I just really started YouTube not too long ago. And I made 7 channels, in all honesty. When I made the 7 channels, I had no idea which one would take off. But I had a feeling out of 7 shots, one of them is going to go jack. That means one of them is the game winner. If not, 3 of them is the game winner. You got to take shots in life, bro. But you got to have the confidence. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the confidence. If you don't have the confidence, it's like, you will never make it, bro. You'll never get what you want in life. You can never be successful, man. And then a lot of people don't have confidence. They're insecure. They want you to be insecure. So when you're dealing with them, it's almost like they can produce nothing relating to confidence if they're insecure, if they have low self-esteem. The only thing they're gonna come out of their mouth is gonna be related to low self-esteem. They're gonna try to bring you down to that level, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've had so many. The Bakavla is my look, man. Like for instance, I used to work at Subway, man. Let's talk about me working at Subway. That's why I got the head on. Now, when I worked at Subway, I had to take the bus. I had to take two buses to get to work. So I'm confident in knowing who I am. I'm YS, bro. At the end of the day, if I got a car, I don't got a car, I'm still YS. If I got $1,000,000, I got $0. I'm still YS. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Vance Bagger. He says he loves me. Thank you, bro. You know what I mean? Coco always think I'm trying to be a gangster. Coco, I'm a nice guy. He said I don't like people who wear that. He was just like Jerry Sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the sandwich shop. So keep in mind I gotta take two buses to get to work. So I gotta be there like 8. I'm gonna open it. Now the most of the staff was nice, bro. I worked with this shorty named Ams, and then this other girl, I forgot her name, but she had a twin. She was nice. Bro, I'm a guy, bro. I'm a masculine guy, family. Like my demeanor, that's how it is, bro. This is how I've always been. This is not a facade. When I turn the cameras off, this is still who I am, bro. Off screen. You feel me? So I'm working at the Subway. I done been through training. I'm in the back prepping. Now I met the manager. She's very nice, respectful. She loved me working there. Bro, the owner of the Subway was just kind of disgusting in her actions. And I don't know if she didn't respect men. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you because Shorty liked the girls, which I have no problem with. You can like women, you can like men, you can like who you want. You are who you are. That's up to you. Nobody should care. But it was like she despised men because her appearance was that of a man. Like, so it's almost like she was competing with a man. I'm like a masculine guy. That's like my demeanor, bro. Not off of on some muscular, but it's just like my demeanor is like masculine, bro. So I'm in the back doing meal prep, family. I'm chopping up the lettuce with the slicer, separating the meats. Anybody that works at Subway know meal prep, bro. You gotta prep the veggies, onions, tomatoes, all that stuff. This lady has no reason to come to the back to talk to me, bro. I've already met her before. It was a quick hi in there, nothing crazy. I remember she came and it was like she said something that was like borderline disrespecting men, but it was kind of like metrosexual or something. And bro, I like women. I'm a straight guy. That's the vibes I give off. So when this lady come and says that to me, I ain't get mad or nothing. I ain't scream at her. I said, no, I'm sorry, miss. My name is YS. I'd rather you address me like that because she called me something metrosexual. And when I say that, bro, she gets offended. Like she's like, "Oh, I didn't know I was gonna offend you by saying that." And I'm like, "Nah, you ain't offend me. I'm just telling you what my name is. That's what I like to be referred to, politely." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to apologize?" And she starts freaking out. I'm like, "Nah, you ain't gotta apologize. I'm just correcting you. It's a slight correction, you know." Bro, the next day I was fired. Why? Because this lady could see, like, okay, if she had a girlfriend, she would be the man. You get what I'm saying? That's the vibe I'm giving off. So she sees me and she doesn't like the fact that I got that masculinity that she wants or she's going after, bro. So she says, look, I'm gonna try to like say something to him that's like degrading of that masculinity. And bro, I don't know what she said. It was like something like relating to like something Boy George Prince vibes or whatever. So all I did was respectfully correct it. I said, Miss, I'm sorry. I rather you call me White. Yes, that's my name. I don't really know what that is. Nobody's ever referred to me like with that or whatever. She's like, when somebody doesn't expect you to give them the reaction you give them, it throws them off, bro. What she expected me to do, like, man, yo, what's up with you? You barred out, shorty. What? Man, what? 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 That's what you thought I was gonna do, but bro, I'm at work. I'm working a job. I'm in the back doing meal prep. I'm a professional. I'm not going around calling people whatever I want to call them. You might be the owner, but you gotta respect me. Respect me. Yeah. She literally fired me for that, but I wasn't mad because I was confident enough to like stand up for myself. Because keep in mind, this owner, I've never really talked to this person, bro. It's not like me and you got a relationship where if you was doing a metrosexual joke towards me or whatever, that I'm cool with you like that. I'm a stranger to gang. You know what I mean? You can't come up to me and just cause she was the man in the relationship if she was with the girl. So she probably felt like, yeah, she was unconfident being the man she wanted to be, but I'm already the man, you heard? Naturally. So her job was to like, nah, I'm gonna come to him and I'm gonna knock that confidence off out of him. Cause that was my demeanor. Yo, nice, nice to meet you. Cool. Like that's important because, bro, everywhere you go, whatever you doing, there's somebody there like that that's trying to knock your confidence off. There's somebody there that don't have confidence. They have low self esteem, and they don't want you confident. And you can't knock what's unknockable. Say that again. Figuring out daily 2.0. What's up, Lava Fakro? You can't knock what's unknockable, man. You know what I'm saying? And they do that regularly, man. It's everywhere. And some people talk about them and it takes their confidence. Some people diss them. You know how many people diss me on a regular, bro, just cause they don't want me to feel like I'm something. A lot of people diss me on a regular game. People come in, they say you a goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they say whatever, but it's like if I'm so unconfident, insecure, when the comments on the screen and get to me, I'm like, I am a goofy. You know what I'm saying? People come in here and say, boy, you look dirty. If I wasn't confident, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm dirty. You gotta be confident, bro. You gotta be confident to make it. I mean, you laughing. I'm keeping it a beam because I see this with other people online. They're like, I get so much hate on here when I come on here, and I just want to talk to you guys. Like the crying. And it's like, bro, at the end of the day, I'm not saying you're gonna be impenetrable. Somebody might say something that might really get to you. Somebody might say something that might really get you worked up. But it shouldn't take the level of confidence you're supposed to have. Meaning that, look, you can't leave that situation and stop pursuing something because of that one comment or one thing that was said to you from weeks, months, whatever ago. You gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? I remember, bro, it was this white dude. This white dude, I ain't gonna hold you. This is when I first transferred school. And I remember I used to go to open gym. Open gym, anybody that plays ball, open gym is like everybody going hoop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some of the basketball players, new people, friends is open gym. So this one dude, white dude, he played on the team, but he played on the team because it was a one thing I'm gonna say is about the suburbs is this. It's a system when it comes to sports. So everybody that went to the elementary school, middle school, and goes to the high school, they have like a track record of playing sports there. Does that make sense? So the coach might know you from being in elementary, know your mom, your dad. You know, that's how it works out there. I wasn't from out there. I'm from the cities. You feel me? So I come, new school, whatever. I'm just, at the time, I was really not that good at ball. But I played like a city kid. And the city is like, it's nothing but ball hogs. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you got dudes coming down behind the back, just doing a whole lot, not passing. Next thing they gonna do is shoot the rock. So when I played in the cities, I gotta be like that because it's like I'm not gonna get the rock. So when I get the rock, I'm trying to do my thing. I'm come down, step back, tray ball, swish. That's my mentality. In the burbs, I don't know what they on. Keep it a bean. I'm just coming in. I remember going to open gym, I'm hooping and stuff like that. And my thing was like I love scoring the ball. At the time, I really wasn't a point guard, bro. You feel me? I let somebody else do that point guard stuff. I'm trying to put numbers up. You know what I mean? But I was cooking. I remember this one game. It was like on like the further end court. I came down, step back, tray ball, splash. You know what I mean? Bro was on my team. Came down again. His name was Max. But he was tied in with the coach, bro. Why I came down again? Ha, dude try to guard up behind the back. Hezzy split the double floater. I'm going dumb, you know what I'm saying? This man asking for fiend. Bro, I scored like 5 buckets back to back. We winning. This man come up to me, he say, look, you don't have to shoot the ball every time. You know that, right? I'm like, bro, get out my face, dog. I gotta score the ball. At the end of the day, I'm hot right now. Give me the rock. You feel you gotta give me the rock. Uh, bro, I never made a team. That child was cooking. But this man was like the prime, like player for years. this man done played basketball in that community from third grade through fifth, fourth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. You know what I'm saying? All the way to 12. My boy got history over there. So he come up to me and he's telling me, he's like, oh, bro, you don't have to score the ball every time. So I'm from the cities. I'm like, that sound like a hater. Bro, I'm hot. None of you guys is scoring right now. You give me the ball, especially if I'm hot right now. But it's like, bro was upset that I had enough confidence to be from somewhere else to try to take over. He didn't want me to take over. He wanted to control me. So I told him, bro, I'm gonna shoot that every time. Boy, after that, I did not get the rock. I wasn't getting the rock. It's like nobody went past the ball. So I'm like, damn, bro, got that much control over here. I ain't make the squad. So I'm like, man, I don't mean nothing. I spent the whole summer grinding. Bro, my last tryout, bro, I was really supposed to be on the team, homie. I made sure I was the last person to do every drill. Now I put this on my life. God knows it's facts, bro. I remember this one drill. We had the dribbling drill. And I've been doing this the whole summer, you heard? The whole summer. I'm talking every day. I remember I had this white dude, older white dude used to bust me in ninth grade, no diddy. Thrash. I'm talking about bully. Go to the rack. He was like a professional white guy, but could ball. He'd come to the park, thrash. Boy, came back the next summer. Man, what? Barbecue chicken, homie. He literally came up to me. He was like, man, I'll be honest. You're a different player from last summer. You're way better. You're like a different guy. Hearing that was good because it's like, okay, that's good feedback because confidently behind the scenes, I've been working. I've been dribbling. I've been running. I've been shooting 100 shots. I've been doing layups with my left, layups with my right. I'm working on spinning off the fade. What? You stop the dribble. I post you up. Fade. The fade is coming. It's already there. All that stuff is like I worked all summer. All summer. So I go to the tryout. My last basketball tryout was like 11th grade. Keep in mind, I played football. I wouldn't say I was a football star, bro. But my coach, he had so much confidence in me to where I used to live with my OG, and I had like advanced classes in high school. You feel me? So I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm sleeping in these classes because I'm bored. If I get bored, bro, it's like I'm not interested, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be interested. I remember I took AP macro, and it's like micro microeconomics. It's like financial as a whole, demand, supply, all that. Boy, I'm in front of the class. This was one of the nice teachers. Me and this dude named Dean, we KO every time, bro. Me and Dean sat in the front of the class, KO every time. Bottom Maj BLX, what's up, yo? What's up? We sleeping every time. I get a C in there. I'm playing football. My pops like, yo, you gotta quit football, dog. I'm like, why? You're like, cuz you got C's because you spending all day at practice. Football practice was long as ever. Yeah, after school 2:30, you did to about like 6 or whatever. Coming home at like 7. So he's like, yo, that's taking up too much time. So I only played football for like 2 years. My first year I was decent. The coach, This ain't happened to my second year. The coach was like, nah, YS, you actually are really talented, bro. You feel me? Yeah, I got a hijab on with the subway hat. You could come stay with me, bro. You ever had a coach say you could live with him? Like just on some. It ain't like I'm putting up 7 touchdowns, bro. First JV game, I forced mad interceptions. I played some varsity games, but I ain't know the playbook, fam. I'm not reading the playbook. So when I'm getting bad grades, my OG want me to quit. Pops like, you gotta quit that junk. Football is messing your grades up, whatever. So I tell the coach, I'm like, man, coach, I gotta quit football. I tell him why. He like, nah, bro, you don't have to quit. I'm like, bro, if I don't quit, my pop's gonna kick me out the crib. You feel me? My pop has strict rules. My rules, or you gotta live on your own for real. Like, I ain't got that bread yet. So the coach literally was like, you could come live with me. I'll take you in. And I'm like, what? You'll take me in? What's up, Prahaj? Rock. Man, you'll take me in. What do you mean you'll take me in? He's like, you could live with me, man, and play football. And I'm thinking, like, man, this man really got confidence in me to the point where he really want me to play football. He gonna let me live with him at his crib. He got a whole family. But I'm like, nah, bro, I can't leave my OG crib and live with you just to play football. It's like I can't come back after the season, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen with football, but I ended up quitting football. So this guy had so much athletic belief in me, bro, to where he came to my basketball tryout, homie. My last basketball tryout, he came. He told me he was watching me in the stands at the top. I ain't see him though, cause I wasn't paying attention. But you know how fans could stand at the top. So this is the tryout. I made a statement, bro. I had to make a statement, bro, that I'm better than half these guys here, dog. You know what I mean? And I made sure I was the last person to do every drill, fam. I'm talking about, I remember this one dribbling drill. It's like the main coach who don't really like me. He's like the head honcho. I don't know, he just never liked me. Some people just don't like you. And then he had like this other coach. He must have been from a different school. Bro, I remember we doing this one dribbling drill. It was like a sequence dribble. It was like between the legs. You gotta go all the way down the course between the legs. Boom, boom. Behind the back. Double behind the back. Boom, boom. Then you repeat the between the legs, the opposite direction. Double behind the back. In and out, in and out. Boy, I'm talking about, look, I'm because I'm doing this all summer. You feel me? I'm literally doing this all summer. What's up, King Ducky? So I'm and everybody's watching me as I'm doing this drill, coming back because I'm the last one. So imagine the whole tryout watching. I'm like sequence, bro. I'm talking about tempo. It's like making a beat. And the coach was like, man, I like this kid. This kid here, I like this kid. So imagine the coach sitting you down like, man, look. I even told the coach, I said, bro, I don't even need to start. I work on starter minutes. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, it's just, I just didn't pick you, man. You one of the most athletic, talented, you better than half the team. I just ain't pick you though. And I'm like, yo, this man is wilding. So fast forward, my football coach, he was like, yo, bro, you murdered the tryout, man. You were fantastic. I'm like, wait, you came to the tryout? He's like, yo, I was watching you. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe he didn't put you on the team. And it was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. This whole guy's whole purpose was to like, I don't know, not make me feel like I'm something. Cause bro, I was popular, bro. Everybody knows me in the school. I play other sports, track, football. He just never let me get a chance with basketball, fam. Even when it came to track, bro, I went all conference, bro. I only did track for 1 year. No cap. 1 year. The athletic director, I remember the athletic director, he literally come to me, bro. Literally come to me before every match and say, yo, you ready? You need anything? You need anything? Especially when we had a home match, not away, always at home, because he'd come watch the races. I ran the 400, I did the 4x4, and I did high jump. I went conference for high jump, conference for 400. You feel me? The 4x4 I could have went conference, but they had switched out the relay teams. You feel me? But actually ended up running at state. So I went state for high jump too, but I ain't want to win state. I just didn't care. So I'm gonna tell y'all about that. But I remember the athletic director, man. He would come up to me literally before every race. He wouldn't go to nobody else. He'd be like, "Look, we dependent on you. We need you." But I'm like, damn, it's like mad people that do track. Why you talking to me? He's like, "We need you for the 400, bro." I ain't gonna lie. Home races, I used to go dumb. You know what I'm saying? But just him having that confidence in me is like, dang, he must see something in me. You know what I mean? He must, for him to come and want to talk to me is like he must see something in me. Fast forward, bro, I go to state for high jump. I remember my homie Joel, he was my trainer for high jump. Joel had boings, he could dunk. He like 5'10", 5'9". Taught me the high jump. You gotta jump like an L. So it's like I like jumping like this. You know what I mean? So the mat would be right here. So I will run this way, run straight. You know what I'm saying? And then I jump this way. You feel me? Cause it's like you damn near, it's like a method, bro. You gotta propel your back and flex to jump over the beam. So, bro, I literally didn't even know I placed for state. And I placed for the 400. So, bro, I ain't gonna lie, the 400 at state was different. I placed third, but it was different. So, bro, we get to the high jump at state. I ain't gonna lie, these dudes is like 6'3", 6'4". I'm like, how can these dudes even jump over the bar? Most of the people I saw in high jump, they weren't mad tall, bro. They like 5'11", 6 feet at the most. These dudes 6'1", 6'3". So, bro, we going up. The bar started at like 5'4" or something. Then it goes all the way up to 6. However long till y'all keep going. I remember it was me and this one white dude. This dude like 6'4". And personally, high jump is a process, bro. You gotta go. You gotta get your mark. You gotta feel comfortable enough to run your L, and I just didn't want to keep doing that back to back. So me and bro kept going. We got to like 6'2", 6'2". So I cleared 6'2", he cleared 6'2". So I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, damn, I might as well just let him have it, bro. I don't really care about winning. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to keep doing this all day. Like, this is annoying. You feel me? I want to go chill. We at state. I want to go sit in the stands. So boom, I got second place. He won. So I'm chilling in the stands. I'm thinking it's over with. Cause track is it's mad long. Boy, this is state championship. Mad other schools here. Bro, I'm in the stands with my guys. My name is getting screamed. They like, white ass. Where's white ass? So I'm in the stands, bro. They come, 4 people run up to me like, we need you for the 4x4 relay. We need you now, bro. We need you. We need you to run first anchor. First anchor is like the one that takes off. I'm like, wow, what happened to bro? Because it was supposed to be another person that pushed back. He's like, he don't want to run no more. He don't want to run. So I'm like, what makes you want me to do it though? He's like, cuz I know if anybody can get us a good lead on first anchor, that's what the coach said is you. So get ready. Come on. I'm like, so I had to go stretch, like warm up on the side. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm racing some top dogs for state, bro. I already completed the 400. I came in third. That was my personal race. These dudes is running 49 flat, 48 flat. Some of them even 47. The best I ever ran was like 50. But it's like I gotta match that talent. I remember, bro, it was this one kid. That kid had mad speed, no resistance. Bro took off from start off the curve. He accelerated and just flew. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got long arms, so it don't even really look like I'm running. It look like I'm just jogging, but I'm really running. So I came in third, get in the anchor lead. I don't know where dude that's supposed to be running the anchor. He's gone. Somehow I get a good start. I ain't gonna hold you. Hand off the baton. The last person kind of sold us, but we came like fourth. But just all these stories is like I was always confident in myself to believe like I could make this happen. It was just good that I had other people there to like reassert it. You feel me? So when it comes to sports, to life, to even talking to a female, confidence is everything, bro. You feel me? I could have been like, I don't know if I could be the lead anchor for the relay. Why not? I run a 400 already. It's just another 400. Like even my coach would push me to the limits. This guy really believed in me. I remember we went to a meet and I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes he would like he understood I was durable. Durable means like, all right, this is a guy. If I challenge him, he's gonna accept that and he's gonna step up. That was his mentality of me because he ended up teaching my sister. He's a chemistry teacher, and he's like, yeah, your big bro, he was one of them guys. Like, woo woo. She like, he talks about you all the time. You know how sisters are. She's like, oh my god, he always mentions you, and I'm like, yeah, because I was that guy in school. You feel me? I was my teacher and my coach. So fast forward, um, we go to a track meet, bro. We have people that run the mile. I ain't never ran a mile, you feel me? Ever. I run the 400, bro. Sometimes I run a 4x2 and I do high jump. We get there, I run the 400. I ended up winning that race. I took first. That's what placed me in conference. I'm chilling, bro. Whole time when I won conference, I actually started dating a girl from that school. She was at the track meet. Crazy because I beat her man's in high jump. Her ex, the world is crazy. I beat her ex man's in high jump. Won the competition there and won the 400, both races. So I'm chilling. Dubs on the day. You feel me? I'm ready to dip for real, like, cause track take mad long. You gotta wait for every event. So he come up to me. He like, yo, YS, I need you. I'm like, you need me for what, bro? What you mean? He like, man, you know the guys that's supposed to come for the mile race, they're not here. If anyone can run a mile, it's you. I'm like, yo, how many times is the mile? He's like, it's just 2 times around. I'm like, so what's the time to beat? And he would trick me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He gave me like a time that wasn't like the actual time. So when I beat the time, because I did beat the time, he came and told me. So he like, yeah, it's just 2 times around. But it's not like your individual 400 race. Don't just jet through the first time. I want you to jog through. And then on the second lap, 75% of the way, when you're dead is when you gotta just all out go. So I'm like, all right, bet. Bro, I ain't never ran a mile. I'm running a mile. But I'm confident enough to think like, yo, I could do the mile, bro. If anybody could do the mile, he told me it's me. I could do the mile. I do the 400. The mile is 800 yards. I think it was like 2 or 3 times. I don't know specifically, but I could do that, bruh. So I get in there. These is like cross country runners that run a mile. I'm a sprinter for real. So, bro, the mile go. We jogging at first. So boom, boom, boom. I'm jogging. First lap. Second lap. I'm like, okay, damn, this is something. It's something different. Feel me? I'm jogging, jogging. These boys is like it's nothing. I think it's 3 laps around or something like that. So boom, third lap, I hear him screaming. He like, let's go. This the lap. I need you. 400 speed. So I'm like, all right. So I'm fatigued. But I'm like, all right, what? He want me to beat that time. He said if I beat that time, no chemistry, homework, none of that. I'm strict. I'm I'm jacked. I gotta beat like I think it was like 10 minutes or something like that. Boy, I jet through that jump. Boom. After the race, he come up to me. He's like, for your first mile, you did great. I'm like, so how'd I do on the time? He like, well, the time I told you is not the time you really had to beat, but you did better than that. This guy would trick me, man, because one day he had me literally ride a bike around the old track to see how fast if I could beat the time. That was what he'd do. He like, man, somebody got this time. And I was telling him, like, look, if anybody can beat that time, it's you. So what you think? It's like, oh man, come on, I'll beat that time right now. That's how I always been, bro. You feel me? So it's just you guys gotta train yourself to be like that, and you got a lot of skills, bro. You got a lot of like potential, bro. You got a lot of abilities. But in order for you to be able to know that, it starts with your confidence. It starts with you believing in yourself. It starts with you saying, I could do that. I could do this. I could do this. Yo, Chester, what's up? So most people, they are not confident, bro. They don't have that mindset. They have that, I don't know if I can do that. They don't have that, yeah, I could do that. Man, I could do that right now if I put my mind to it. Man, yeah, I could do that too. They're like, you think you could do everything. Why not? Why not think you can do everything? Why only think you can do certain things? You feel me? Because when you think about even sports, man, shout out to Hanzo Emmanuel. Hanzo Emmanuel is the dude with one arm. Imagine what it's like to have one arm and you're playing sports. But that guy has literally inspired a lot of other athletes. Just recently, the other day, I seen a kid playing for Overtime Elite. He has one arm. You know what I'm saying? He's a baller. So imagine the level of confidence it takes to have one arm and to go compete where the norm is to have two arms. Imagine the level of confidence that is, bro. Most of y'all have one arm, bro. Y'all probably don't want to go outside because people gonna be looking at you. People gonna be looking at you like you got one arm. You're gonna get stares everywhere you go. Imagine the level of confidence you gotta have to compete in a sport though that requires two arms. There's people doing this. The other day I seen a bodybuilder with one arm power cleaning. You know when you power clean, you gotta use two arms to pick the bar up. You heard? My man had one hand. You feel me? He picked it up, supported that with the one hand. Imagine the confidence it takes to have that level to even do that. Yeah, and imagine the confidence it takes for me to have a Subway hat with the shiesty on and glasses. Imagine the confidence, because people care about looking spectacular and all that. And it's like, bro, I think I look cool. I'm confident enough to get on here and look like this. You know what I'm saying? That's a level of confidence right there. That should tell you my confidence that I think I'm already something regardless. And I want all y'all to feel like that. Starting now, take time to understand, like, who are you really? What are your potential? Everybody's good at something. Build off that confidence. Even when you go out in public, bro, have the confidence to just have a normal conversation with a female without wanting it to freak on her. Most dudes can't have conversation with women because they don't have the confidence because they're trying to freak on her. You know what I'm saying? Most guys, they listen to coaches and all this. You don't need coaches. You just gotta have confidence. There's women out there. You just gotta talk to them, bro. You just gotta talk to them. Have the confidence to strike a conversation, but you can't have the confidence when you're insecure and then you're only thinking about getting in her pants because you're thinking like, oh, she's gonna reject me. She's gonna reject me. She's gonna reject me. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, women are natural people, bro. They just want to have a normal conversation. Guys, as a guy, if you're a horn dog, you're thinking so horny, you can't have a normal conversation, bro. You feel me? Even when a girl, you're talking to a guy, it's a normal conversation. Like at the end of the day, as guys, we just love women who are fun, can be funny, and have normal conversations. You know what I'm saying? A normal conversation go a long way, bro. Most people, they think, oh man, this person's attractive. They're more attractive than I am. Oh my God. Like, what do I do? They're so attractive. But that's because you're insecure. Like, there's attractiveness about you. You might go up to that person and say a couple things that been the funniest person in the world. Like today I went to a grocery store. I go to the Mexican grocery store. Now it's a shorty in there I ain't never met, but I ain't never seen her. So she on the register, we just having a normal conversation. She's like, oh, thank you. You know, like you come here all the time. Like, yeah, you know, I come here just to get some stuff for the house. And I'm like, man, it's crazy. I gotta say this to you, but you kind of look like me and Khalifa, bro. Shorty, you look just like me and Khalifa, bro. She started laughing, gang. Like, ha 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 ha. And this was just a normal conversation. She's like, oh my God, I hear that all the time. Like, all the time. Like, I wish I didn't look like her all the time. Like, yeah, it's good and bad. Cause I mean, her job, but she was pretty attractive. You know what I mean? Like, that's a normal conversation. When I left there, I ain't say, let me get your number, baby. Let's go to the bathroom since you're Mia Khalifa, huh? No, that's a normal conversation, bro. She knows she looks like Mia Khalifa. She's heard it before. So hearing it from me is normal. That's a normal conversation, bro. That's a confidence builder. Even if I wasn't trying to get her number, you get what I'm saying? Now, I made a video the other day talking about appearance. Appearance is superficial, bro. So what appearance is, I gotta grab my charger, y'all. What appearance is basically people use that as a way to judge people, right? So, Emmy, I'm glad you brought that up, man. Now, God has given us each certain designs. That's what an appearance is. An appearance is a design, right? And in having this design, we live in a superficial world. So that being the world is three-dimensional, it's all about superficial. Exactly. It's all about what's inside. So now, Emmy, your design, some people like your design. You get what I'm saying? Just like why yes, some people like my design. There's people I go outside and they're like I look like a nasty cockroach or something. You know what I'm saying? There's people I go outside and they're like I look like Fabio from the commercial. You get what I'm saying? Or want something they will want. So in saying that, you can't allow your design to be controlled by others because it's not their design. You feel what I mean? Like if me and you go to the I'm trying to give it to you more metaphorically. We go to the grocery store. This is the design of a water bottle. I like Ice Mountain water. Why? Because they claim it's natural spring. You know what I mean? Maybe I like the design too, but it's not the most fancy bottle. You heard? It's a regular bottle, regular degler. Now we can go to the grocery store right now. We can get Voss water. The Voss water come in a glass bottle with the gray top. It looks much fancier. Or we can get the Saratoga. The Saratoga, it's in the blue bottle. It looks mystical. It looks mysterious. Or we can get the Waikiki or the Fiji. But the reason I'm using water bottles is because look, at the end of the day, I'm not getting the Saratoga. I'm not getting the Fiji. I'm not getting the Waikiki. But there are people who are getting those. There are people who's buying only Saratoga water for the crib. There's people who's only buying Waikiki. There's people only buying Fiji. There's people only buying Evian. Why? Because that is the design they like. This is what appearance is, bro. That's all. What design do they like? And in having your design, listen, it is up to you to upkeep that design. What does that mean? Taking care of yourself. Everyone has something that they like about their parents, bro. Regardless if you admit it or not, there's something that you could look in the mirror and be like, man, I like that I have nice eyelashes, bro. I like that I have a sleek nose. I like that I have nice lips. That's where the confidence starts because when you look in the mirror, you be like, man, I hate that I have a big forehead. I hate that I got a big nose. I got a big nose. But besides having a big nose, I got other features that I like. You know what I mean? Somebody trying to fire me, they be like, boy, yo, hut no having that. You know what I mean? Helicopter nose having that. I'm talking about vacuum nostrils. That's something they say, but it's like at the end of the day, this is a part of my design. This design goes along with other features that makes me attractive to some and unattractive to some. And that is all it is about looks because at the end of the day, Emmy, you might look at me and be like, yo, my man's is attractive, he's cool, but what if I'm a horrible person? What if I treat people bad? What if I talk to you bad? Like the moment you interact with me, my looks don't matter because now you're only thinking about how I made you feel. So what I have inside is much more valuable. It's always gonna be much more valuable. Just as if I go back to the water bottle analogy, when we buy this water bottle, you're not gonna drink the design. You're drinking the water. Now, some claim that all waters are different, some are better, but when we look at the water, they all look the same. You feel me? So what differentiates the water is what's inside. You feel me? Now we getting deeper with it's like what's inside the water. What makes Ice Mountain better than Aquafina? What's inside? You heard? What makes this person better than this person? Not their looks. What's inside? People might like them because of the design, but once they find out what's inside, they gonna run. Like, yo, I ain't know this person was like that. So don't live on looks, man. Only people who are superficial live on looks. At some point, you don't look the same. What happens then? What happens when you don't look as beautiful? Or you age. We all age. What happens then? Those are people who no longer want to be in life. They no longer want to be a part of life because they're superficial. They've been living life based on how they look this whole time, when it's like nothing outside is really different. We can look and see what's outside. We can't see what's inside. What's inside is more valuable. If you think about it, you have more things going on inside than you have outside. You got organs inside. You got antibodies inside. You got a lot going on inside of you. So it's all about what you put out from inside. Beauty is inside, man. That's why I say beauty is in the eye. You get it in. Beauty is in. The key word is inside. They just ain't put side in there. Because they could have said beauty is inside the eye of the beholder. They would have said that, everybody would get it. But when they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, they're talking about inside. And you are the beholder. Know what it means to be the beholder? To contain, to have. So beauty is inside the eye of the one who has it. You feel me? And beauty is kind of tied to confidence because, bro, there's so many people that's ugly inside. They feel ugly. Like, you ever met an attractive person that just had horrible characteristics and horrible ways of talking to people and treating people? They're ugly. They're really ugly, bro. It don't matter if they look like Angelina Jolie. What's up, people who have, I said, what's up, my guy? You didn't even hear me. People who have real great appearances, but they have bad characteristics and they treat people horrible. They're really ugly people inside, bro. They don't feel beautiful. Those who are beautiful inside, they understand that everybody must be upheld. They don't treat people bad. They don't try to step on people. You feel me? Love you too, yeah. You know what I mean? So stop looking at people's looks and judging them based on looks, bro. It's superficial. It's very superficial. At the end of the day, a look is a design. Everything has a design. These chips got a design. I can go to the store and get different designs of the same chips. Why do I like these ones? Because I like how the chips taste inside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, most of the people because they base life off a look. They base life off a look, and it's like you can't base life off a look because a look expires. Looks expire, bruh. Looks expire. What do I mean looks expires? Like, okay, I made an example the other day, man. Like, for instance, I might have a supermodel girlfriend. Let me give you an example. Dang, I don't know, Nicki Minaj, right? Nicki Minaj is my girl, right? Now, Nicki Minaj is very gorgeous, bro. She got a lot of asses that guys would want. Now, I've been dating Nicki for mad long, you feel me? At the end of the day, at some point, her looks, it becomes a norm for me. Do you get what I'm saying? Of course, it's gonna be different. Nah, Emmy, this is real. Listen, when just think about it. She's gorgeous. I'm not taking any away from Nicki Minaj. Shout out to her. She's one of the females that stands up for herself every time. I like that about her. I used to listen to Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? I just had this moment for life. For life. Wish I can have this moment for life. You know what I mean? Shout out to her. But if you're dating Nicki Minaj, bro, you're seeing her every day. You're with her every day. You see her in the morning, nighttime. It's not saying she becomes ugly, no. But the same attraction that you first had when you got with Nicki Minaj, it's gonna kind of dwindle down, bro. You're still gonna be attracted to her. You're dating her. but she's not gonna seem as sexy as you first saw her. Even Emmy, if you get with Zach Efron right now, you know what I mean? Shout out to EI for the sub, man. Good looking, bro. I appreciate that, man. Yo, love, love, love. So if you get with Zach Efron, Emmy, you're gonna be like, oh my god, wait, Zach Efron. He's this, he's that. But after dating Zach Efron for maybe 5 months, 6 months, you're still gonna like Zach Efron. But now it's about his personality, it's about his characteristics, his traits, his behavior, his shout out to you for the sub, EI, his how he treats people, how he treats you. Because after that 6 months, his beauty will expire. That will be the reason why you might have liked him, but then now you're getting into the inside of what Zach Efron is like. Same thing with Nicki Minaj. Like, I might fall in love with Nicki Minaj more because she's funny as ever. Nicki Minaj look like she's just a funny lady, a female to be around. She had you rolling all the time. So I might, her beauty might have expired, but I might be like, dang, thankful. She's funny. We can have good conversation. We can laugh together. And most people that get together for looks, they never make it, bro. They break up. It's a superficial. They don't really like each other. You could look at somebody after a month, 2 months, and be tired of looking at them. Just like you can get new shoes, you excited for them shoes the whole first month. Next month, you barely wearing them shoes. That's why most relationships don't go well because people go in for superficial reasons. They get with a person because they look good. What's next after looking good? Are they a good person? Do they have good characteristics? Are they nice? Do they make you feel good? Because you might remember how I look, but check me. You're gonna forget how it looks at some point, but you'll never forget how it made you feel. You'll never forget how somebody made you feel. You feel what I'm saying? You might forget a person's appearance, but you will never forget how a person made you feel, bro. So that's what's the most important. And and feeling like you look like something, you are something special, you need to have the confidence. Because if you don't, it's people out here that's gonna tell you you ain't nothing at all. You would never be nothing. You have nothing going for you. It's a lot of people out here to tell you that, but you gotta know deep down inside that you are something. You are something special. It's a reason you're here. You have potential. You have credibility. You have talent. On the looks wise, it's like understand in order for you to be confident, like, look, my looks is for me only. At the end of the day, not everyone is gonna like your design. Not everyone is gonna like how you look. But there are gonna be people that like how you look, that love how you look. They love certain things about you. Those are the ones that matter. A lot of time we focus too much on people that don't matter. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't focusing on nobody that don't like me. Who cares why they don't like me? They know. I don't need to find out. I just need the folks that like me. The ones that don't like me, hey, we put them all in a group and put them over here. The people that like me, those are the ones I care about. People that like my design, they like what I'm saying, they like how I make them feel. Those are the ones that I care about. Like, for instance, Detroit Siggy right now, he says I'm a musty bum. This is a prime example of what I'm saying. We gonna take Detroit Siggy and we put them in a group with the people that don't like me. Emmy, Iyad, we put them in a group with the people I like and they like me. Cause this is how the world works. Once you understand this, you could be confident in yourself. He said, I'm a project baby and I'm lost. At the end of the day, that's how he thinks. I can't control how Detroit Siggy thinks. If he thinks I'm a project baby, then it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm confident in myself to know what I am, though. So the confidence inside is like Detroit Siggy can never shake that. He can never break that. He can never take that. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I want Detroit Shiggy to feel the same way about himself. If somebody comes to him and they say, "Oh, Detroit Shiggy, you's a bum, homie. You's a project baby." I want that to just literally slide off of him. Like, yo, I'm really that guy. I'm him. I'm the one. You know what I'm saying? He said security companies like Ally Universities hire just about anybody. Nah, facts, but security it just seemed like like a lot of work I wouldn't like, man. But all y'all feel confident, bro. Always feel confident, bro. Confidence is gonna get you what you want. If you're not confident, you can't go talk to that girl you like. You ain't confident, you ain't getting that job you think you deserve. You ain't confident, you ain't getting the car you think you deserve. It's everything. You ain't confident, people are gonna be able to step on you. They're gonna be able to say certain things to you that just fold you like laundry. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have confidence. You gotta be great. You gotta understand that you're something special. You gotta like something about yourself. Know who you are. Or there's people out here that's gonna take that. They gonna snatch it up. Why? Because they don't have any. And I told y'all once before, anybody that's happy, they can only produce happy. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that's happy can only produce happy. Anybody that's sad, right now, Detroit Shiggy probably going through a situation, bro. Cause the way he came in, he said, "I'm a bum, musty bum. I'm dirty, this and that." Detroit Shiggy is not the happiest guy right now. You know what I'm saying? Tinky Winky, thank you for that. Thank you for that question, man. That's very important. Now, that is good because you can't. All right, so I'm gonna explain that to you on the terms of frequency, right? So imagine a frequency is like this. This is what a frequency looks like, waves. Now, you Tinky Winky, you are somebody who's on the wave like this. This a confident wave. But you're around people who have waves like this. This wave really has no movement. You know what I mean? So you cannot be confident by being around those people. You need to separate. You need to separate because it's a lot of like noise in the terms of frequency. It's too much noise. It's like you like a radio station. You try and listen to this radio station, but then you got this radio station, this radio station, this radio station, all these radio stations around you. You can't get the right frequency. And I had this happen because I was around a lot of people who were unconfident, bro. I swear. So two things happen. It drains you because these people are constantly putting out negative, 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 and you're positive. It's literally draining all the positive out of you to feed them, but they can never be positive because all they have is negative, negative, negative. So it's like, in a sense, it comes and it interrupts your whole frequency, bro. It interrupts your whole frequency. So you gotta weed yourself out of there. You gotta separate. And it's the toughest thing to do because you probably feel like you owe these guys loyalty or these friends loyalty, or these people loyalty. But it's like, yo, bro, if you're trying to be confident, be positive, you need to really know yourself. You can't do that around mad people. These people are they have nothing inside that's positive. That means you can give them 20 positive people, they're gonna drain them all. And it's still gonna be negative. Because what you got inside is what you got inside, bro. In order for you to change what you to be different, you gotta change what's inside. A lot of people is like nothing but negativity all through their body. So even if they drain you for your confident juice, even then, you're not even gonna be able to be around people that's confident. They're gonna downplay everything you say, bro. They're gonna make you feel like you're nothing. You feel me? My boy said, who would win a fight, Whitebeard in the Marine Force or Kaido? I don't know who Kaido is, Brody. Who's that? But thanks for that question, Tinky Winky. It's like if you're around people who are unconfident, negative, everything you say that's positive is it's gonna sound terrible to them. They're gonna diss it. They're gonna downplay it. They're gonna make you seem like you lame. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I remember a long time ago, right? I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I ain't had the best mindset. I met this guy. I tell y'all this story. He was an artist. He was a rapper. but he was more doing content. He used to go to the he used to do YouTube. He used to go to the dealerships and do car reviews. So bro might go drive a Corvette and do a review. What's up, Amish? Or he might go drive a Audi and do a review. And at the time, I was with negative thinkers, bro. But God had put this guy in front of me to put me on a wave early. But I'm here now. You feel me? But just to give you an example of what you asked me, Tinky Winky. So dude came to my crib. His name was Cash. Shout out to Cash if he ever sees this video, man. He really liked the fact I did music, but I was taking music seriously. At the time, we did a feature, paid me for a feature, and he like, yo, bro, I'm really on this YouTube wave, man. I be going to the dealerships and doing reviews, blah blah blah. This was like in 2000, I mean like 2020 or something. I could have been here a long time ago, really. So when he said that, crazy part is my cousin at the time had shot a lot of videos for him. My cousin was very negative, bro. So when Cash was telling me about the YouTube, me and my cousin was talking about it because I guess he might still do YouTube. I don't know his YouTube name though, but his name was Cash. I just don't know his name on YouTube. But him and his girl was really doing it at that time, 2020. So I told my cousin, I'm like, yeah, bro, told me about the YouTube, this and that. He like, oh man, that YouTube, he kind of corny, bro. He go to the dealerships and recording cars and I at the time it's like I fed off of that. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of corny, ain't it? Huh? You think that's weed? He's like, yeah, cause oh that's trash. Now look, fast forward 2025. Guess what I'm doing? YouTube. You feel me? But Cash had the confidence way back then to do something that people thought was corny. People thought was lame. I even thought it was corny because I'm listening to my cuz. Now I'm doing YouTube. Funny thing, my cuz do YouTube. You feel me? And I tell y'all this because this is real life events. This is a real life story, bro. It's like, imagine not doing something because you think everybody else is gonna think you're corny or lame. Who cares? That's what you want to do. That might put you in a position further ahead than everyone that even people that criticize you might later on catch on to doing. This is how it works. You know what I'm saying? So this is a true story. We were like, man, Cash is corny, bro. Like, Cash probably a big time YouTuber right now. I don't talk to Cash like that. It was just somebody I met. But fast forward, I'm doing YouTube. If I was doing, maybe if I was doing YouTube 2010, we could be different now. You know, I'm not regretting nothing, but I'm telling y'all a true story that how can you be confident when you're around people that's negative all day? I mean that every good idea or a good concept or something you think about, they're gonna downplay it. They're gonna make seem negative. They're gonna be like, yeah, that's corny, bro. That's lame, bro. Like that's corny, bro. Like that's just so lame, bro. You feel me? And if you listen to that, you're not gonna go pursue this because you're like, yeah, that's corny, that's lame. But the only reason these people are saying that is because they don't believe they can do this. They don't have potential to do this. They don't have the confidence to do that. You know what I mean? He said corny like my feet. I ain't gonna lie, they used to have corns on my feet, but then that's when you get the razor blade, you know, the sharp, little sharp razor blade. Then you kind of slice them joints off. Or you get the little grater for your feet. You know, I got jungle feet, man. I got them feet that I'm in the jungle with, you know what I mean? Tarzan. Like I got like massive hands, homie. Like my hands take out my whole face. Like so I don't know, jungle feet and gorilla hands. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I like it though. It's who I am really. You know, shout out to Souls. Yo, big fan. It's a sin to like P. Diddy songs. Is it a sin to like P. Diddy songs? Now, personally, look, listen, bro. Uh, you're your own self. I can't tell you what to like. I personally don't like Diddy songs. I never thought he was a crazy artist. I thought the only thing Diddy was ever good at was ad libs. Only thing Diddy need to get on the track and do is talk. Like, yeah, bad boy. You know what happens with the winning team? Bad boy. That's all he needed to do. But at the end of the day, Diddy was probably jealous because he didn't have the musical talent or confidence that Big had, or the artists had. Mace, those guys were talented, bro. So maybe that's why maybe he always wanted to do music. People behind the scenes like A&R producers, they always wanted to do music, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've met so many producers that be like, man, I be trying to rap, but I just don't like the sound of my voice. They just don't have the confidence. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's all it is. Having the confidence. It's producers that want to do music. They just don't like how they sound. It's A&Rs that wanted to do music, but they didn't have the confidence to keep going. So they shifted to become something different, which is cool. Diddy been want to be a rapper, if you ask me. Diddy been trying to be a rapper, boy. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, Diddy got rapper vibes. But Diddy throws big parties. Diddy is on everybody's song. He's in the music video. Diddy damn near want to be a rapper, bro. Anybody that's like a mogul is behind the scenes, they don't even want you to know him. Diddy want to be seen. Diddy want to be known. But everything that's going on with bro is hard to comment on because it's hard to know what's real these days, man. It's hard to know what's really going on. But the only thing I can say to y'all is if you confident enough, you don't need a Diddy. You feel me? You don't need to go sign. That's all I'm gonna say. You confident enough, you could do it by yourself. You don't need Diddy. You don't need none of those guys, bro. The other night, somebody told me they like, oh man, I want you to get up there like Travis Scott and ASAP Rocky. Keep it a beam with you. I don't want to be none of those guys. I want to just be YS. I'm confident enough to just be in YS. I don't feel like I even want to meet ASAP and do work with him. It's no disrespect to him or nothing. It just I got enough confidence in myself to where I like, yo, I can do it by myself. That's how you gotta feel. You can do it by yourself with God. Oftentimes like, oh yeah, like this is that. It's like you're you though. Like you're Jet Sangani, your Emmy, your Souls, your DK Enterprise, your Tinky Winky, your Klondike, you know what I mean? Your Amish. Like, what can you do? You don't need no one else. You just need you and God. But in order to feel like that, you gotta have the confidence. If they sold confidence in store, everybody would be buying that joint. I'm telling you. But the only place you can buy confidence is within. Like really, like the craziest part about life. This is a gem right here, right? Y'all gotta really remember this, bro. No matter where y'all at, everything that we're always looking for is inside already. You get what I'm saying? And I had watched I had watched this like dialogue, right? It was like a biblical dialogue, and it was this guy, and the guy was like, when God first created the world, I don't want to be verbatim or whatever, but it's a paraphrase. He said everything that he knew that the human would ever want, he placed inside. But in order for you to really get to that source, you gotta really tap into yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really tap into yourself. Self. Who are you really? What are you like? What skills do you have? What issues do you struggle with? Like, you really gotta know all of this. Because when somebody comes around and they try to tell you who you are, it won't matter what they say because you already tapped in with yourself. You already know what you're like, who you are, what this is. You already know all of that. So all the keys, bro, they're literally inside of us. You can't buy confidence at the store. It's inside. You just gotta wake up one day and tap in. Tap in. You can't get it from this guy. You can't get it from me. You got it already. So go deep inside and get it, bring it up. Bring up the confidence. At the end of the day, bro, it took a lot of time doing like being like this. It's like I had to go through a lot of ridicule, criticism. I had to defend myself plenty of times because it's a lot of confidence people and unconfident people out there, and their job is to kill your confidence. That's it. Because they see you have something that they don't have. Like, imagine what I'm telling you about one of the keys to happiness, confidence. This is one of the keys to happiness. Because if you have confidence, you can look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, I got a big ass nose, but I ain't gonna lie, that nose on me made me look like, man, I'm one of them models for Paris or something. Somebody gonna come and not think that, but no matter what they say, I'm already tapped into myself to where I'm like, yeah, I might have a Mr. Potato Nose, but this girl still like me. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. What's up, man? Feel like it's the end. What's going on with you? You know, so tap in with yourself, man. Find out who you are, man, to where nobody can come and you know, take away your confidence. And like I said, don't let people come around and say like, "Oh, you're arrogant," because they confuse arrogance with confidence. Arrogance is different. Arrogance is simply receiving feedback. When I say feedback, aka compliments. Like, oh, I like the way you dress. Oh, your hat looks nice. Oh, you have nice smile. You have a nice teeth. These are feedback. Why are these feedback? Because these are results of the work you're putting in behind the scenes. Like if you brush your teeth a lot and somebody say you got a nice smile, you brush your teeth a lot. That is the feedback, the results of you brushing your teeth a lot. That doesn't mean you hear that and you walk around and you're treating everybody wrong that doesn't have the Colgate smile. That's arrogance. You feel me? Because you took feedback and it went to your brain and now you treating people bad. No, everyone gets feedback. Like somebody might come up to you and be like, oh my God, you look nice today. Oh man, you have nice skin tone. That don't mean you walk around and now you better than that. Your skin is better than everyone's skin. No, you take that and be like, man, that's a good feedback for the work that I've been putting in because I've been taking care of my skin. I've been taking baths. I've been applying lotion. I've been, shaving or whatever you've been doing. Because the people that don't have confidence will come around and be like, bro, you cocky, bro. You're cocky. You're arrogant, bro. You're cocky. You think you're all that, bro. I think I'm something. You think I'm all that, but that's because you don't think you're all that. What you supposed to think was something in life, bro. Like you think you special? Yeah. Why should I not think I'm special? Why not? Should I think I'm not special? Because that's how that person's thinking. And they're just verbatimly telling you without really saying it the exact way. They're saying it like subconsciously. That's what I meant to say. Like, you think you special? Someone who doesn't think they're special is always gonna ask you, you think you special? Someone who doesn't think they're anything, they're gonna be like, you think you something, huh? I mean, yeah, am I not something? Am I not anything? I'm just keeping it a being, feeling like it's the end. It's like this person doesn't feel like they're anything. So they say that. Bro, I've met people who I can acknowledge, like, yeah, this person is a great person. This person's something different. This is something special. Cause I could see that. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this person's something special. I met a 14-year-old. 14-year-old like he liked basketball. He told me he works out 7 times a day. Wakes up in the morning, he goes running. After he goes running, he does his push-ups. After he does his push-up, he goes swimming. Shout out my boy Floree, man. After he's done swimming, he does an hour of dribbling. Then he goes shoot. Then he goes place pickup. What 14-year-old is doing this? I'm like, nah, this boy, I had to tell him, I'm like, yo, bro, you're something special. You're one of the ones. You're red. Because it's the truth. If I was somebody who was insecure, unconfident, I would have looked at the little bro and be like, you ain't nothing special. Who you trying to be, Kobe Bryant? What, you think you cool because you got to work out? Hating, I would be hating. But in seeing that, look, this kid is 14 with a level of confidence that most grown-ups don't even have. Why? Because he's confident enough that he's going to dedicate himself to working hard to get somewhere in basketball. And he's putting in the work. So when you see that level of confidence, you salute it, you acknowledge it. You don't try to take it away from him like, Man, who you think you is? Luka Doncic? Who you think you are? Cause that's what most people would do, bro. They would hate on you. Why? Cause they don't have that inside. They don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Rich A, they don't feel like that, man. And the more and more we can do that, bro, and acknowledge those who have the confidence, the world could be better because you're gonna obviously see who has confidence and who doesn't. It's gonna show, bro. Those who don't have confidence, they have Dragon Ball Z glasses, Ginyu glasses. You remember the Ginyu glasses? Yeah, anybody remember the Ginyu Force in here? Drop a comment, bro. DBZ, the Ginyu Force was like with Raditz, Captain Ginyu, the chubbier guy, shorter, chubbier guy, and what they would do, they would go to planets to try to take over planets, and they would go exactly. You work out because it's a confident. You're confident. It feels good. My father goes to the gym every night after work, bro. Every night after work, he said, "Look, this is good. I want to take care of my body." He's like 50 something. So, Emmy, I get what you're saying. So, the Ginyu Force, they would go and they would try to take over planets, right? Now, look at this. Look at this story like life. They will go and they would try to take over planets, and they were successful. They took over a lot of planets, bro. But why? They had special glasses, and these glasses were able to like calculate a person's power level. Now, let's say your power level is your level of confidence, because that's what's going to get you through everything. The power of confidence. So that is your power level. So to gain you force, they were able to look at people power level and be like, this is a weak person. This person's weak. So they was able to conquer a lot of planets. When they came to Earth, they saw Goku. Now Goku is overly confident, bro. When you think of Goku's character in Dragon Ball Z, he's a happy guy. He thinks he can do everything. It's just all about Goku, bro. You feel me? Because these folks put the game in front of us in cartoons. We just couldn't really see it when we was younger. Now, when you older, you can look back. You know what I'm saying? And when they saw Goku, they used their glasses, and they was Captain Ginyu was like, "Oh, his power level is is boom!" It blew up the glasses. This man Goku confidence level was through the roof, through the Richter scale. They couldn't conquer Earth because Goku's power level. You feel me? So when you think about everybody that walks around insecure, unconfident, they're like the Ginyu Force, bro. Their job is to read your level of confidence, and they want to conquer you somehow. Control this, make you feel less than what you are. They want to conquer you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They want to conquer you. And they got them glasses in their ass. I'm telling you, they could see your power level. So you need your power level high. Man, Dragon Ball Z, bro. Dragon Ball Z gives you a lot of like references to life. At the end of the day, the metaphor I just made, Powerpuff Princess, you gotta understand, like, that's a real life metaphor. People went to planets to conquer planets. They could only conquer planets when people were weak enough. They couldn't conquer planets when people were strong. Now, take planets out of there and take your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul. That's like a planet. So, someone who is unconfident, they're trying to see your power level to see if can I conquer this man or not? Can I conquer this lady or not? If you got a high power level, they get disturbed. They can't conquer you. Like even if you talking about Dragon Ball Z, bro, it's times you gotta go in the hyperbolic time chamber. Why do you have to go into the hyperbolic time chamber? What is the hyperbolic time chamber? If y'all notice in DBZ, every time somebody went into the hyperbolic time chamber, they was away from everyone. They was away from everyone for months. Sometime Goku will be training in the hyperbolic time chamber for a year. And you're like, what does that have to do with life? Bro, you need to have time to yourself to replicate being in a hyperbolic time chamber, bro. You get what I'm saying? You have to make time to put yourself in a hyperbolic time chamber in life. Get away from everyone, separate, train yourself, whatever it's for. Maybe improve your habits, be better. You know what I'm saying? Nah. As a grown man, I can do whatever I want, man. Powerpuff Princess. As a grown man, if I want to refer to Simpsons, I can. But I have the confidence to refer to Dragon Ball Z because I didn't think nothing less of it. You just don't have the confidence to talk about DBZ because you think people might look at you, what's up, fishing man, as not a grown up or something. Everybody watch DBZ. They can understand what I'm saying. That was a good metaphor, you know. At the end of the day, fishing man, hope you having a good day, man. What you been up to? But like I said, you have to take time to put yourself in the hyperbolic time chamber. Separation. You know what I mean? Get better, train, work on yourself. This is what guys know, but I will. When I first start fishing, I'm gonna do a vlog. I'm gonna send you the vlog. I'm gonna try to send you the vlog. I'm gonna tell you the vlog so you can check it out. I want to do a vlog of me fishing. I'm actually trying to catch some fish, so I'm gonna find a lake. Excuse me. Get a fishing rod, pole of a marketplace, get some bait. I'm gonna go and fish for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna vlog it. So find time to put yourselves in the hyperbolic time chamber. I've been in the hyperbolic time chamber for at least a year plus. No friends, no new friends, no old friends that didn't benefit me. I'm focused, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused. At the end of the day, it's all about what can I accomplish now. It's not about having different noises around me. Yo, Chuya Chibi, what's the word? How you doing? You know, so put yourselves in a hyperbolic time chamber. If you can do that, you can build your confidence. You can get more focused. You can be great. G Day, what's up, man? Today's my birthday, y'all, actually. You know what I mean? So happy birthday to your boy, man. But put yourselves in a hyperbolic time chamber. Get away from everybody. Thank you, Chibi. Get away from negative people. Get away from thank you, yo, G Day. Thank you. You reminded me of that, G Day. Get away from that. That's how you build your confidence. You know what I mean? You can't be around negativity and think you're gonna be positive. Like you say something positive. I remember before even content started, my cuz at the time was doing videography. A lot of the guys we used to hang out around with, they thought that was corny. So me and Cuzzo was trying to get cold. So we used to be his models. He'd have us go around the city, me and my other cousin, and he'd take photos of us, and he'd be like, "Man, sit like this, man, stand like this." So we were really his models for him to improve his video photography skills. When folks we used to chill with would see the picture, they'd be like, "Oh, y'all corny, bro. Y'all trying to be models. Them boys be on there modeling and stuff. They be on there modeling stuff. Why? Because they don't have the confidence to do that. So they're gonna down talk it. They're gonna down talk it. Exactly. They always say it's corny or lame because they don't have the confidence to do that. So that it's natural for people to just down talk something they don't have the ability to do. It's easy. You feel me? At the end of the day, what's corny about taking pictures? Nothing. We all take pictures. Selfie, pictures of other things is like there's nothing corny about taking pictures, but somebody who's unconfident and doesn't have the ability to get in front of the camera is gonna say you're corny. He said he who can't reach the grip says they were sour anyways. Exactly. Man, yo, G Day, that's you need to type that as a post, bro. As a post of the day, man. Put that as a post. You know what I'm saying? You know, but James Luck, what's up, man? It's a part of my get up. But anyone who doesn't have the ability to do something, they're gonna down talk it, man. That's what they're gonna do. It's just how they are. Oh, it's an Arabic saying. Yeah, but I like that saying, bro. That's a good saying. You need to post that. Who he who he who he can't reach the grapes says they are sour anyways. You feel me? Salty mug. They mad they can't get the grapes. So they like, we ain't want them grapes anyways. And you know a lot of people like that in life. You can literally think about them now off the top of your head. Those are the people without the confidence. You can't be around them. All they're gonna do is make you a low self-esteem individual like them. From complaining, putting out negative thoughts, downplaying your positive statements, making them seem corny, saying they're lame, click armory. You gotta get away from those folks. I've been around a lot of those folks. I ain't gonna lie, I'm on a whole supreme level that they understand. Like, yo, this man is way different. He said, I'm all the way in Manchester and we have those hating ass men over here too. Exactly. And I was just saying, when you have those type of people, think about Dragon Ball Z. You need to get in a hyperbolic time chamber. What is the hyperbolic time chamber? When Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, they went in a hyperbolic time chamber, they wasn't dealing with nobody. They was locked in there. So all the people that we discussing that are like that, you get away from those guys. You need to be in a hyperbolic time chamber, dolly. When you're dolly, you could rebuild your confidence, restructure your mind, reboost yourself. Because a lot of the time when you're around negative people, it's like they hate a lot, bro. Because you're more talented, you're more confident, you have a better glow. And there's something that's known as a glow. Some of us that have the glow, we don't even know we got the glow. We just around anybody. When you're around anybody, they looking at you like, man, you got the glow. Like people like you and they gravitate to you. Stuff always goes your way and they start hating. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna get the Marino Award ones. Good looking, James. Look, I'm gonna put that on the list. But they start hating because you got that glow. They wish they had that glow. You know how many people wish they had the glow you had? So it's like, all right, if I can't get that glow from G Day, Emmy, I'm gonna come and destroy it. Like that's it. They can't take your glow, they gonna come knock it off you. That's it. They ain't got no other job. They gonna come knock that glow off you somehow, some way. Whether it's words, they downing you all the time. Like, "Oh, you ain't even that fresh, bruh. You don't even know how to dress, bruh. Man, them shoes don't go with that shirt, bruh. Whole time you fresh, you dipped, you got clothes they wish they could put together, but they coming at you consistently like this. I've been around that, bruh. They be like, oh man, YS got them pants from the corner store. This man YS shirt, he buying shirts out the dollar store. Even if I am buying shirts out the dollar store, who cares? Nobody cares. It's all about do I like them or not. But it's the fact that I look good in there. In the shirt from the dollar store or wherever it's from, this person's like, nah, I gotta knock him off. He think he is? Who he think he is? He think he a model for Ralph Lauren? Who he think he is? Who he think he is? Yeah, and you can't be around those people. I've been around those people a lot. I had a homie, he said he ain't like the furniture in my crib. He hating on me. My man stay with his moms. Can you believe a man that stay with his mom hating on you having a crib and you don't have a furniture he like, but he lives with his moms? He said, I just opened a business. I've been telling my boys for ages. The moment I achieve it, they feel insecure and don't show me. G-Day, because they've been hating on you forever. Even when you used to discuss your business, you never got positive compliments or feedback. Compliments or feedback. Like, I'll give you an example. I remember I was supposed to take a trip with my cousin, who was my main photography, videographer, man. He hated on the whole trip. He shut it down. In that moment, I should have known he was an instant hater. But I gave him another chance. I go to Cali, shoot the video with somebody else. I come back, he don't talk to me for 4 months, 4 or 5 months. When he finally talks to me, he said, oh, he didn't talk to me because I took the trip without him. But I've been talking about this trip. You my main guy. You supposed to support this trip and be with me on the trip, but you downplay the trip. You reject it. Don't even want to talk about it. Then you stop talking to me for 4 months because I take a trip. So you've been hating on me for a minute. I just couldn't see it. So G-Day, you dodged the bullet. All those guys that don't chill with you, it's God's way of putting you in a hyperbolic time chamber. Really, God put you in a hyperbolic time chamber. Sometime I'm gonna tell you something. We have a lot of people that we overcommit to, bro. We loyal for friends. We've been knowing them for a while. Went to school with them, all that. You know what I mean? So you have a sense of loyalty to this person, knowing that this person really is a hater. This person really don't support you and all that, but they around. I used to work this job, fam. This was the easiest job I ever got. I remember I had broke up with my girl at the time, 3 year relationship. I'm in the crib thinking like, yo, man, where the money gonna come from? Cause I need to have a job. The job I got was like it was a top clearance job, but it was so random. I remember the dude, his name was Richard. He flew from Kentucky, bro. He flew for don't forget when it's about girls, it's more hard. Nah, it was a breakup. So you know what happened when you go through a breakup. You kind of like you just like, dang, like I just broke up with my shorty. I'm in the crib. I gotta get back working. You know, it's too much. So it's like the job fell in my lap. The recruiter flew from Kentucky, bro. You feel me? Exactly. Strangers will always support us more than people we know. You know, they're happy being around you when your dreams are just dreams. And when they see your motion, they help you move up. That's a fact. That's why you gotta watch who's around you. So at the time, the dude flew from Kentucky, bro. He interviewed me. He's like, man, you really want the job? He's like, all right, I'm gonna fly to Kentucky and see you. Bro, I had never worked as a vendor or rep ambassador, but I worked for a major company. I was the only one, bro. He flew in from Kentucky, took me to Applebee's. My man's bought me lunch at Applebee's, gave me like a personal gas card, walked me through the store. He like, yeah, man, I feel confident you're gonna do a good job. Name was Richard, white dude, look like Colonel Sanders off of Kentucky Fried Chicken. No cap. They look just alike, bro. Richard came from Kentucky to my state. Boom, flew me in. Walked me through the store like you ain't got to answer to nobody else but me. Forget all these guys in the store. You got a problem? Call me, email me. Flew out the next day. I was hired. Then my trainer came in. Trainer trained me. But the reason I'm telling you about this job at the time, I was hanging out with a lot of people, bro. They in my car all day, in my house all day. And God literally gave me that job to put me in a hyperbolic time chamber to have me by myself because I had to go far away. I had to go 2 hours away, an hour away. I'm staying in a hotel in a different city. I'm not hanging around guys. Guys is FaceTime and YS. When you getting back to the city, bro, where you on, bro? We trying to link up. But it's like I don't have time to link up because I have to literally be on the road. And it was without my knowing that God separated me from all these guys. Now none of these guys are around, and it's for a good reason, G Day. So you blessed, bro. People that don't want to hang out with you because you're succeeding, you're blessed. That's somebody that'll literally snake you, that'll take you out, that'll plot something malicious because you having too much success. People, what? People plot on people that are having too much success. It's a problem. You gotta understand there's more people that's unhappy in the world than there are happy people. That's why you'll see somebody they harm this person because of their success. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a shorty that went overseas, Shinquella, with her friends. These are her friends, gang. You know what I mean? Shinquella is doing good in life. Boss job, making money. Whole time she got haters around her. They plotted on Shinquella. When they went out of the country, they literally made a plan to get rid of Shorty. They made a plan to get rid of Shorty. Her mom even said it. She said Shinquella was on top of her game. A lot of the people that was around her, they wasn't on that type of vibe. So they were jealous. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. A jealous person is always going to be in your good graces. Do you understand? Um, this is why I love the trolls, right? Let me give you an example. Growing up, I gave everybody a chance. Everybody had a lot of friends. Now, in having a lot of friends, people who want to get you, they never gonna come with the knife to your throat or the gun in your face in real life or GTA. You heard? I didn't say that because of YouTube standards, GTA, so they not thinking I'm saying crazy stuff on here. They not gonna come up front like that. They gonna come as a friend. Cause there's a parable. It said the only way to take a strong man down It's you have to be able to get his, you have to be able to get his, imagine I'm trying to take you down and I come to you with a knife or the gun right away. You're gonna be like, yo, this guy's trying to get rid of me. You're not even gonna let me get in your graces, your space, your company. You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of friends and I had to learn this. So, and giving everybody an opportunity, it was like, dang, I was green, I was vulnerable, I was accessible, I was vulnerable, I was green. It's like, in realizing that, bro, you gotta realize like people who come around you and be like, "Oh, G Day, man, you the best. You a real friend, bro. You one of the realest ones in the world. Emmy, you're the best ever, Emmy, in the world. I swear there's no one like you. You're like one of my bestest friends ever." People that say that to you, gotta be scared. You gotta be paranoid. You gotta watch them. Cause those are the ones they're trying to find the right moment to get you. But in order to stick around, they gotta like put on an act of, genuineness. You know what I mean? And it's not real, bro. They're gonna affirm you, boost you, gas you up. But at the end of the day, going back to what I said, if you confident, you already know that about yourself. G Day, you already know that about yourself. Emmy, you already know you're a good person. You got a good heart. You're kind. You're you're good to be around. This is you know this about yourself already. You feel me? Because you're tapped in confidently about who you are. So when this person comes around and they're like, "Yo, Emmy, you're the best. You're like the greatest in the world. Like G Day, nobody's realer than you, bro. I swear you're realer than Tupac. You're realer than Biggie Smalls. Like, yo, you like the realest one out here, fam. No cap, bro." They're literally trying to get you, bro. Cause they don't need to tell you that. You feel what I mean? The most they can give you is good feedback. Like, hey, yo, bro, I appreciate you always having my back, man. That's real. That's it. But the ones like, bro, you realer than Tupac. You the realest guy ever, bro. You realer than this guy. You realer than this guy. You're most genuine. And bro, they're trying to get you. Because everybody I had say that to me, they was waiting for a moment to get me. You know what I'm saying? And they probably felt they got me because I was genuine and I was open. They feel like they got what they needed. They left. Yeah. But some people eat that up like, yeah, I'm the realest, bro. I'm all my friends, bro. Like, but if you know you're a real person already, you don't need to hear that. If you know you're kind, you're nice, you're genuine, you're great, you don't need to hear that. It's just a result of your work. It's like feedback. It's like if I make, like I said, I make a sandwich and the sandwich is busting. You say the sandwich is busting. Thank you for that feedback. But I'm confident in myself already to know every sandwich I make gotta be busting. So you can't even use that as a way to get close to me, bro. Most people use compliments, which I call feedback, to get close to you. That's how they get close to you. Cause everybody, I worked in sales, bro. Everybody likes themselves. So in order to get close to a person, you just talk about what they like about themselves. Like, that's simple. That's first thing they teach you in sales. Like, if I'm trying to sell bro right here who's a sports fan, I'm like, oh yeah, man, you a big Lions fan, right? Man, you not a real Lions fan for real. Like, yeah, I'm really a Lions fan, bro. What you got, a man cave though? He's like, yeah. What size TV you got? In like, can't be, stroke your ego. Exactly, man. That TV is alright, but somebody on your level, a guy of your caliber, you need to get the 70-inch. Cause now I just boosted his ego. I said, yo, somebody on your level, guy of your caliber, you must be the greatest Lions fan in the world. Just gas him. Gas him. And if he's not smart and doesn't have discernment, he's not somebody who's fully tapped in, he's gonna eat off that. He's gonna eat off of that. Then that's a way I can get in his graces. Now I could be around. All I gotta do is keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that till I find a moment to get what I want. And this is what people do. I want the person that's gonna come around and be like, bro, you dumb as ever, bro. Bro, shut up. With that, it boosts my ego. This is probably genuinely who this person is. of what they want, as compared to somebody who come around and they just eating, ha ha ha, they're gonna eat you, literally eat you. Like when I say eat you, like put you on a pedestal, like you the king. Whole time something from you, man. But you don't need them if you confident already. It still ties back to confidence because you don't need the boosting. You don't need the hype. You already know G-Day, you like that. I mean, you already know how you are. You like that. You nice, you kind, you a good person. Nobody gotta remind you. You know that already. That's why it's important, man. Keep your confidence, bro. You know, this is a good live, man. It's a good video. I just want people to understand this is the number one key to winning in life, to being happy. If they could literally sell this in a store, bro, you will be a millionaire. If I had confidence with sale, boy, I'd be a millionaire in less than a week. You sell out. That's why you see a lot of people, they go after life coaches to get their confidence, but the key is it's already inside of you. Everything you want is inside of you. That's why it's like everything that's outside physical is like it's just your skin. All the vital important stuff is inside. Your organs, your heart, your brain is inside. So the confidence is inside. Yeah, confidence mixed with humility. You a dangerous guy, G-Day, because you don't have to showboat. You just know who you are. You chill, you relax. And a lot of the times, someone with humility is often going to get overlooked. Why? Because you're not flamboyant. You're not boisterous. You're not, everyone look at me. It's me. Oh, look at I. Nah, you're secured. You believe I am who I am. I'm great. But there's going to be moments to show my greatness. It doesn't need to be demonstrated everywhere I go at all times and display. And nah, that's arrogance. You know what I mean? It's a difference. You live for yourself. Exactly. You live for yourself and not others. And that's why you're dangerous. But that's one in a million. What you talking about right now is one in a million. There's only a few people like that. And those are rare people to come by because everybody else is different, bro. You something special though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Now I'm not in the military, but I'm sure I would have done good in the military. So everybody want to be a boss. It's special skills to be a leader. Now being a leader, it takes a lot, man. Being a leader, you gotta be willing to not be accepted. If you want to be a leader, you gotta not be accepted. A lot of people struggle with being leaders because they still want to be accepted. At the end of the day, a leader is not someone who's going to be well liked. Most leaders are not well liked. There's a respect factor, but they're not well liked. They're not well liked because they set a certain standard that people should abide and live by. And people are not going to like you if you have a standard that's supreme in a sense of principle, moral, compared to what they're doing. They want you doing what they're doing because they're fitting in. You want to lead and you want to be different. You want to have influence and impact the world. They don't like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't like that. At the end of the day, they just want you to be, you feel me? They want you to be just like them, bro. Like they want you in the same boat. You know, all the leaders that are the most greatest leaders in the world, they was a one-man army, man, and they managed to influence and spark and inspire a lot of people. And then those people carry the torch based on that inspiration. But some of your greatest leaders, bro, nobody liked them. Nobody. Why? Because they were different, bro. They had standards. They were confident. They had a belief in themselves that no one else had. So it's like people who aren't like that, they don't want to see that, bro. It's disgusting. It disgusts them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Once you're a leader, leaders are natural, bro. Because in order to lead a group of people, you must know how to motivate yourself, boost yourself, face your issues. You gotta really be a man, bro. You just not leading somebody because you think that's an easy thing to do. You gotta really know who you are because managing people is one of the toughest things to do. You might have someone you're leading that flips the script on you because they were pretending the whole time. Excuse me. They were pretending the whole time to be something they're not. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Salam. Salam, my brother. Have a good day, man. Hope wish you the best in your business, man. I'm finna get off here soon. And don't worry about nobody that don't want to rock with you, man. You special, and you should understand that only special people deserve to rock with you, bro. He said, I found out that someone you thought was down with you can turn on you quick. Yeah, exactly. And if you're a leader, you gotta be able to handle that. It's been times in my life I ain't handled that well. It was kind of like, stay blessed, G Day. You know what I mean? I like that number 8. But it's happened to me. As a leader, people turn on me. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't handle that well. I kind of like express myself. You feel me? But if you ask me, and I express myself because I felt betrayed. I felt like they was thinking they could take your position exactly, and nobody could take your position because one thing I'm gonna say is nobody can be you. It don't matter. Yeah, this the subway Valley gang. It don't matter how hard they try, they could never be you. Like Barry McC, you know what I mean? I could never be you, bro. I could try hard, learn everything you do, dress like you, but I still can't be you. Most time people want your position. You might be in a position where somebody might look at you and be like, man, you in a good position, and they want to swipe you out of that position. I've got swiped out of position. So many times it was with friendship. A lot of guys, they might not like that I was cool with a person and the person liked me, but they've been friends with the person longer. So now they're mad that me and this person got a better relationship, and they feel like, oh man, they should be the only one in that position with the person. It happened a lot, bro. And I'm not the type to even fight for a position. What is mine is mine. God has given it to me. Meaning that you could bring 300 people. If God said this is my seat, those 300 people would fail trying to take me out that seat. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. You gotta do what's good for you, bro. And if something is yours, it's yours. Nobody could take it, bro. But when you got jealous people who are unconfident around you, they're gonna want to take your position because they think it's better than their life. Somebody who's confident in their life, they don't care about your position. They don't even care about you, bro. They feel like there's something special. They so focused on what they got going, bro. You could sneeze and they might say bless you and that's it. Anybody that's focused on you, they don't got nothing going. They have no confidence, no emotion, and they want your spot. And if you know that person's talking on a slight hating side, slick hating side, comical, because everything hating come with jokes. Haters, they not gonna hate right away. Like, bro, I don't even like you, bro. I ain't like you forever in your life. I've been hanging around you forever. I ain't never liked you. They not gonna come like that. They gonna hate on you through jokes here and there, here and there, here and there, here and there. They're gonna come with jokes. If you peep it, it's like you like, nah, this man's a hater. Everything this man says is hater vibes. Gotta get from around that person. A lot of time we don't want to get from around people because we don't know them for so long. Who cares? You could work at a job 20 years, they'll get rid of you in a heartbeat. You gotta have that mentality when it come with people having people around you. You may have known somebody for 30 years, but I ain't gonna lie, they might have to get fired because they not fitting the criteria of being around. They're negative. They're not supportive. They're not positive. They're insecure. They have low self-esteem. They downplay everything you say. Rap guy, Plies, what's up? I'm from the Midwest, originally from West Africa. So they might not be able to be around, bro. You can't have them around. The criteria is time. Their time is up. Like when you work at a job, you might have been at a job for 3 years. You not performing, you out of there. Yo, shout out to bro from India. Shout out to India, man. You're out of there. You're gone. They're gonna fire you quick. You not meeting your performance. The same thing applies to people. Some people got people around them that are horrible, toxic, jealous. Get them from around you. That time is up. That application expired, bro. Right now, you can't even really get around me, bro. You gotta try hard. You gotta go through 50 hoops. And when you want to get around me, I'm so direct. It's like, why you even want to be around? You gotta tell me off rip. Ain't no you trying to stroke my ego and all this other stuff. Nah, I know who I am already. You know what I mean? The time for all that is done. The people that's around is beneficial. If you wanted to have people around because you want to be liked, then this message ain't for you, bro. You're not ready to have that level of confidence. Because when you got that level of confidence, you don't feel like you need people around at all. You feel like you just need God and you got to put in hard work. You know what I'm saying? My favorite food to eat. I'm going to show it to you on the channel, Jerry, but check out all the videos. I'll be eating food on the channel. My favorite food to eat is called I Check Cat. But once I eat the food, you're going to see it. You know what I mean? I described it last night in the live, so you can watch the live from last night if you want to see what the description is. But yeah, you can't have those people around you. You 22 rap guy. Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I love spicy food. I ain't anything spicy. I'm West African, so spicy is my thing. But it's been a long live, man. I'm glad y'all stayed. Everybody that tuned in, I love y'all. But like I said, man, confidence is the key to everything you want, you know. And if you do get compliments out there, that's normal feedback. Don't eat that up and take it to your head and walk around like you're just the only one special. You know what I mean? You just take the feedback as is based on the work that you've been putting in behind the scenes along with your confidence to get good feedback. Because there's always good compliments and bad compliments. But we only focus on good feedback because we on that confident wavelength. We not focused on bad feedback. We don't care. Anybody that's putting out bad feedback, they feel bad inside. Because if we working hard, diligently behind the scenes, putting in mad hard work, we expecting good feedback. You know what I mean? Maintain your confidence. Stay positive, bro. Anybody you got around that's been around that's insecure, jealous, been slick hating, their time has expired. You got to get rid of them. And getting rid of them, you putting yourself in a hyperbolic time chamber, a room of focus, level of focus that no one can distract you. You feel me? That's really the message for the day. I love y'all, man. Shout out to Emmy. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to Jerry, Rap Guys. Sub to the channel, man. It's my birthday. If you guys could do anything for me today, yo, join the Patreon, man. It's really my birthday, August 4th. You know what I mean? I will show y'all my ID, but then y'all know who I am. But yeah, if y'all could do anything for me today, man, that's it, man. You know, sub to the Patreon, you're. And I love y'all, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Monday.